I'm reading this book I'd recommend it to anyone called The Bedrock of Christianity. It is the unalterable facts of Jesus' death and resurrection. It goes into great detail to track down the historical facts agreed upon by atheists, agnostics, and of course, Christian scholars. But people are going to reject the Christian claims on a number of different reasons. One of them may be miracles. They just have a bias. They just haven't seen one themselves. They don't know how to view one through the right lens, whatever it may be. They may reject it on the basis that they don't think miracles occur. And there's a section in here from an early church father that I wanted to share that I just thought was really good. And it starts out with this section. It says, "It is because of the bedrock facts, but also for reasons such as this thought experiment, that I think, at least in the case of the miracle of the resurrection of Jesus, it passes even philosopher and skeptic David Hume's, by his own admission, almost impossible bar for accepting a miracle. Hume wrote in his famous essay of miracles, quote, that no testimony is sufficient to establish a miracle, unless the testimony be of such a kind that its falsehood would be more miraculous than the fact which it endeavors to establish." So think about that. He's saying the opposite must be more miraculous than the actual miraculous claim. So if Jesus remained dead, in light of the bedrock facts and the overwhelming impact he and his movement have had on history, his staying dead would be more miraculous than his resurrection. Well, the early church father John Chrysostom anticipated and answered this argument from Hume 1,300 years earlier. And he says, "For if Jesus did not rise again, but remains dead, how did the apostles perform miracles in his name? But you say they did not perform miracles? Well, how then was our religion founded? For this would be the greatest of miracles, that without any miracles at all, the whole world should have eagerly come to be taken in the nets of 12 poor and illiterate men. For this would be the greatest of miracles." And it goes on to say, if Jesus stayed dead, then no miracles launched the movement of the Nazarenes, turned the Roman Empire and then the world upside down. That would be a greater miracle indeed. But let us think this through. If Jesus stayed dead, then you must admit that someone among the sad, hiding disciples of Jesus on Good Friday evening, or soon after, originated the threefold innovation in Jesus rising from the dead. This person would have been completely deceived in thinking Jesus appeared to them. This person created Christianity. It all began in his or her mind. Was it Peter? Was it Mary? Was it James? Who was it? Christianity, the most influential religious movement in the history of the world, would then be, as Gerd Ludemann says, a worldwide hoax. It would no doubt be the greatest deception and hoax the world has ever seen. Jesus stayed dead, and his indestructible movement, his, quote, mysterious sway over so much of humanity and, quote, light he has shed, quote, over literature, art, music, morals, ethics, all find their origins in the mind of a weeping fisherman. I find that more miraculous than that actually Jesus rose from the dead. I am convinced Hume's criteria has been satisfied. A miracle, therefore, has occurred.